So, you need some off-season training. Well, stick with me, I got you. Off-season is vital to your player development. If you're not working on the ball off-season, there are many reasons why all the other players will surpass you. So, spending a little bit of time every day focusing on little things is going to take your game to the next level. Yeah, let's do this. So I have my personal off-season training that I do ever since I was a little kid. And today I am well over 20, 30, 40 years old. And I still do these things to keep up with the league and to keep up with the game and to keep up with the teenagers that I play with. So I break it down into three parts. The first are basic manipulations. Then I go into basic juggles. And then I go into basic focus points. I spend about 3 minutes on the manipulations, 3 minutes on the juggles, and 3 minutes on the focus. When I'm done with those three, I redo them all again. You're looking at 24 to 30 minutes for a single training session for today. And I do this about 4, 5, maybe 6 times in the week. That's a lot of minutes, a lot of touches on the ball that players who sit on the couch all day get nothing. Now, let's walk through how to do each of these together. So here I have my square. This is not that big, maybe 2 paces, 3 yards across. And I'm going to start with my bell taps. Very simple, very slow. This is slow right now so you can see, but as you get comfortable, I'm going to start to pick up the pace. Yes, pick up the pace. And then if you can go faster, go faster. You don't got to start fast right away. But I want you to notice a detail here. I'm not just hitting the ball side to side. My feet are going from top to down. It's keeping the ball low. I don't want bounce. Every now and then I see it, but I want to get it under control. If you think you are doing pretty good at this, try the side to side method. All right. The second manipulation I do is the pull in, using the sole. The sole pull in. Notice that it is a direct pull in. I'm not having to recorrect the ball or fix the line. I want straight across, perfectly horizontal, direct pull in. Once I'm comfortable, I'm going to start to pick up my pace, maybe go faster. And you can see here, I'm not doing all that great. But that's why you do off-season training, so that you can get better. The purpose of off-season training is not to be better, but to train so much that you don't make a mistake in a game. The third basic manipulation I do is an opening V, or a standard V. I'm going to pull the ball from my strong side to my weak side, opening up my hips. Pull, open, pull, open, pull, open. Now there's some details here I want you guys to begin to work on and improve on. Notice right now my plant foot is not moving. It is stuck. It is stagnant. It is still. This works for now, but you're going to want to begin to rotate. This is going to create more mobility, more diversity, more angles. And as you get better, you can begin to even pop the foot or even go faster. All right, we're going to do the juggling routine. Here we have a pattern. It is drop, kick, catch. Drop, kick, catch. Drop, kick, catch. Memorize this pattern. It's helpful in learning any juggling pattern. I'm going to compound these, right, until I get comfortable. And after I get comfortable, I'm going to add a second kick. So drop, kick, kick, catch. Drop, kick, kick, catch. Drop, kick, kick, catch. Maybe you're doing pretty good and you want to go for the 3. That's good. Go for that. Here in a second, that's what I do. Kick, kick, kick. Oh, I went for 4 on that one. All right, but I'm compounding. That doesn't count. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, compound is going to go right to 11. 11, 12, 13. Oh, compound is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, I don't count the other ones. Let's go back. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I went with my right foot for a while, went with my left foot for a while, and now I'm gonna go with alternating feet. The same thing, I'm gonna compound. I'm gonna go with a certain pattern. Drop, left, right, catch. Drop, left, right, catch. Drop, left, right, catch. And as I get better, I add, see how much I can do, how much more I can do, and change the pattern so that I'm getting better. Now this whole pattern works with doing freestyling. Even here, drop, kick, catch, drop, kick, catch. You can do it with any juggling pattern. Now let's go into the next page, which is focus. This here is our figure 8. Figure 8. I'm using only my right foot at the moment. I might switch to only my left foot, but I'm gonna go in a figure 8 pattern inside of my square. I'm not using a big yard. I'm not using a lot of space. I'm using the space that I have available to me. It might be just my gym. It might be my bedroom. It might be my living room. It might be my garage, sidewalk, whatever. But you don't need a lot of space in order to train. So right now I'm just keeping the ball tight and close, learning to turn with the inside of my sole and the outside of my foot. All right, this is just another angle, doing the exact same thing. Inside, turning with the outside, turning with the inside, a figure 8 pattern. Keeping it tight, not too much, not too little, not outside my box, staying inside my box. I want every step to touch the ball. All right, the next pattern is what I call a stagger. Notice how I'm just staggering the ball between my legs. I'm not hitting it with both feet. It's only the one that's being dragged. I'm going to go left, then right. I might even go into a diagonal. I might move around this box, but I'm going to stay square to my opponent and keep the ball staggered. If I have a large yard or a large field that I'm working on, I'll stagger the ball the entire length of the field. But if I only have my bedroom, I'll do it just like you see here. Change the angles, move around, stagger, keeping it between me. The ball's not ahead of me, the ball's not behind me. I'm in control of the ball, not the ball in control of me. And this next is a spontaneous box using only the messy touch. The goal here is I move all around my box. It might be in a circle, might be a slight turn here, slight turn there, but I stay inside my box only using the outside or inside of my foot, using the laces. I'm not using the sole. I'm not using special moves yet. I can, yes, graduate to that and experiment with that, but notice right now are details. Your foot has this arch. Imagine that it is going left and right. Now we cock the foot on purpose to make sure this left and right becomes flat like a wall. This is how you see professionals kick the ball. They very rarely kick it straight on. They kick it with a cocked foot, keeping it straight no matter what. So now the new pattern is push, push, pull. Push, push, pull. Push, push, pull. We're going to push the ball out, pull it back in. Push the ball out, pull it back in. Next pattern that we're going to focus on is the L move. Notice right now I'm staying stationary. My foot is going back in the exact same spot. I am not moving all around. The ball is remaining inside of my square. I'm staying there. The next focus is inside, outside. I'm going to push the ball with the inside of my foot and then outside with my other foot. Inside, then outside. Inside, then outside. Inside, then outside. Inside, outside. And just go back and forth. And I will do this for the number of reps that I want or for the time limit that I've set. The next focus is the Brazilian toe touch. It looks a lot like the toe touch except that we add this rear side touch. This is me going slow. I'm finding the pattern, getting familiar. As I get familiar, I'm going to start to pick up the pace. The ball's going to move around a little bit, get it back to its starting point. This is where you want to be, getting going, getting grooving, fast, steady. All right, now let's focus on passing the ball. This is a pattern. I'm going to trap, set, pass. Trap, set, pass. Trap the ball, set the ball, pass the ball. I'm setting it back to where I want it to be. I'm not just stopping it, I'm setting it up for the next pass. If it's too far on the inside, I slide it over. If it's too far on the outside, I slide it back in. I'm setting it up so that my next pass is successful. Now we're going to progress to single touch, one foot. Repetitive. Notice my plant foot is not moving. I'm focusing on balance and keeping this as a one-touch pass with the instep. You can do this off of your couch, off your wall, off of your garage, whatever you're allowed to do it off of. You get one of those passing walls. Ooh, notice there I messed up. I fixed it and got right back into it. That's okay. This is where you want to mess up, but we're going to eventually want to get better. The third phase is bump it over, pass. Bump it over, pass. I messed up. Pass, bump over, pass. And I'm using only these certain foot patterns. I'm not using the wrong foot to pass. I'm using the wrong foot to turn. Here I've changed the pattern because this is what I want to improve on. I figured out that I didn't like the other one. And this is good. When you go through this process, this helps you to think and figure out what's better, what's faster. This is a part of the speed of play. I'm specifically going to use bump with the outside of my foot, pass. Bump with the outside of my foot, pass. Bump with the outside of my foot, pass. If I want to improve the bump with the inside, I change it. But either way, we're going to bump and then pass. All right, next focus is a pattern. I'm going to go tick, tock, roll over. Tick, tock, roll over. 1, 2, 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 roll over. I'm picking up the pace as I get comfortable. I'm going to go faster. Eventually, I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. That's how you get better. The next one is inside, outside, Matthew touch. So here we go. Inside, outside, number 1, inside, outside, number 2, and then Matthew touch. Here is again. 1, 2, Matthew touch. 1, 2, and Matthew touch. 1, 2, Matthew touch. Eventually, you want to find a pattern that you do not mess up. The next one is bump, bump, pull. Bump, bump, pull. Bump, bump, pull. Bump, bump, pull. You might want to go to like a bump pull. Bump pull. I changed the angle so you can see a little bit better. Bump pull. Either way, turn it into a pattern that you repeat. Because ultimately, practice makes, some of you said, perfect. That's not true. Practice makes permanent. Practice the wrong thing all day, it will continue to be the wrong thing. All right, I changed the cones here to make a smaller area. This is a U pattern cone drill. Notice I'm using only the left foot, which in my perspective will be the right foot. I'm pulling, cutting across, bumping forward. Notice the position of my body, the position of my feet. At no point is my foot crossing the other foot. I'm not letting the ball beat me to an area. I'm ahead of it. Now I'm going to switch to a new pattern. Only the outside of my foot is going to touch the ball now. So pull with the out, bump with the out, switching to the other out, bump with the out. It's still a U pattern that the ball is working with the cone. I'm just changing what my legs are doing. So I'm getting diversification in my feet. Teaching my feet to communicate with the ball with very basic things. This next one is pull and la croqueta. Let me show you the la croqueta again. I'm going to pull and la croqueta. I'm not staggering. I'm drawing the ball all the way to the foot and stalling it out. Eventually, I want to progress so that the stall out pushes the ball forward. So pull, la croqueta, push forward. We can also call this the anesta. This is his move. Pull, anesta, forward. Pull, anesta, forward. Pull, anesta, forward. Pull, and that's the forward. Pull, and that's the forward. Now there might be other days that you want to focus on a weakness that is not highlighted in this video. That's great. It may be, how do I do a scissors, or how do I do the crossover, or how do I do whatever. This is easy. Jump online, type in YouTube, and literally a bunch of videos will come up. Type in the word that you want to learn, like passing, like kicking, like lobbing, like Rabonia, right? And then follow it with tutorial. There are many YouTubers out there showing you how to do soccer moves. And if you have a weakness, a weak foot, a weak skill, this is where I go to figure out how to learn something. Yes, I've been doing this for quite a while, even when YouTube was just invented back in. You can do this. All you gotta do is find a resource to learn it, spend time on it, master it, so that you never make a mistake in practice. If you don't make a mistake in practice, guess where you will also not make a mistake? In the game. The last thing you want to do is bring a new thing to a game and mess it up, lose the ball, and then you get scored on. No, we don't want that. Say it's a day you want to focus on juggling. This is how I would do it. I would pick a goal or pick a thing and focus only on that during my focus time. Let's say today I want to work on one foot and only one foot, and it being the one that gets the most touches. I would do only that touch below the hip with a spin with that foot for 25 reps. And then I would go on to my next thing. Maybe it's a different day and I want a total of 100 touches. Doesn't matter how I get it. I'm going to compound it and not count the ones that don't consider training. Maybe I want to learn a new skill altogether, like around the world or using my head. But I'm going to focus on that. Training is not when you show up to the soccer field and you're like, I'm just going to kick the ball and move around and do a thing. No! Training is when you show up with a mindset and a purpose to get better at something. And before you leave, you've gotten better at it. And everything you've done has compounded on top of it to get better and progressed and to do more, to do it stronger, to do it faster, to do it so much that I've now no longer know how to even make a mistake if I try. Don't just show up to the soccer field kicking the ball, hoping to get better. Show up to the soccer field with this mindset. I want to get better with my right foot at passing. Do only right foot passing drills. Do only right foot progressions of those passing drills. And then by the end of the training session, you will be better with your right foot when it comes to passing. That does it for this video. You guys are awesome. Hit the like button, subscribe, do the things that YouTube people who are watching YouTube are supposed to do. Until next time, everybody say, bye, Coach Ron.